What up, y'all? It's your boy Aaron, one half of the 404 Heels, baby. We here. We doing that January 17th. WWE SmackDown recap, review, reactions, feelings, all that good stuff, y'all. Let me know how y'all felt about this episode. We got a couple weeks until Royal Rumble. We got Saturday Night Main Event. We got a couple announcements for both. But the show's going to kick off with Joe and Wade walking out kind of like Jey Uso. He kind of walking to the crowd through the back, you know. They talking about the history of the building, all that good stuff. You know, Muhammad Ali, Jimi Hendrix, UFC, John Jones, all that good stuff. Kicks off with the local boy in San Diego, Mr. Swan 9, Mr. Rey Mysterio. He comes out. He's hyping up the crowd. I kind of knew what was coming when he was coming out in some street clothes. I said, man, this man's announcing for the Rumble, y'all. And that's exactly what he did. He declared himself for the 2025 WWE Royal Rumble. And he goes back and he talks about 06. Excuse me. How he won that Rumble for a certain someone named Eddie Guerrero. Shout out to that. He came in at number 2, won the Royal, then went on to WrestleMania, ended up winning that belt, man. So shout out Rey Mysterio. I mean, that was damn near 20 years ago, 19 years ago. So here we go. We'll see how Rey comes out. We'll see what position he comes out in. I'm excited to see the order of this Royal Rumble with all these heavy hitters in there. How soon does Roman come out, Usually you would expect him to be like towards the end, 25 to 30, but we'll see, y'all. He gets interrupted by your boy KO, one of my favorite characters right now, unexpectedly. Didn't see that coming. Didn't see KO coming out to give Rey a little shit. KO saying, I'm the champ, Rey. You win that Royal Rumble. After I take care of Cody at Royal Rumble, you can get a shot at this belt. And I would love for you to get a shot at this belt because we haven't wrestled yet. And then Rey hits him back with, bro, you're delusional. You're almost as delusional as my son, Dominic. Huge pop for Dom. Huge pop, y'all. Huge pop. But then KO kind of goes on a little tangent about how, he's the champion and he's got the belt, all this good stuff. KO shirt, shout out KO shirt, man, taking shots at Cody left and right. Then he wears it sets up a match with him and Rey, obviously, for later in that night. Hometown boy versus KO. And then KO comes out wearing a Rey Mysterio Hall of Fame shirt, man. This dude is the ultimate troll. But then we get the first match with, I know a lot of the internet was not happy about. It's going to be the Nia Jax, Candice LeRae versus Bianca and Naomi. Before this match comes out, Naomi and Bianca have a little backstage segment, and Bianca's like, any word on Jay Cargill? Naomi's like, nah, no word. We all know it was Naomi. But man, do we even care who attacked Jay Cargill anymore? I mean, I feel like it's just been way too long since they started this story. It's been weeks and weeks and weeks and nothing. We don't get no clue, nothing. And then they're just going to come back with Jay Cargill and we're going to be like, oh yeah, who attacked her? To me, I'm kind of losing interest in this whole storyline thing, but it needs to hurry up and get here so Bianca can then go out on her own. And a lot of people are saying, you got the Charlottes, the Beckys winning the Royal Rumble. But what about Bianca Belair, She's there. She's top tier women in the WWE right now, and no one's kind of giving her a chance to win this Rumble. All I hear is Becky and Charlotte. And speaking of that, we also get a little Charlotte vignette, and nothing really, no questions answered, no when the return's coming. Honestly, doesn't look like her character changed at all. She looks like the same Charlotte Flair. So I feel like it would be kind of a waste if they bring her back and they don't do a little bit of a revamp of her character. But we'll see what happens, y'all. I mean, with that vignette, it basically guarantees she's coming back at Royal Rumble. I guess it's a surprise. She'll probably come back at episode before, maybe Saturday Night Main Event, maybe Raw in Atlanta. That'd be cool. Just saying. But the Nia Jax, Candice LeRae, Bianca Belair, Naomi match, it was a decent match. Good tag match. Some good spots. But I really like the spot where Candice drop kicked Bianca while she was doing a little flip thing on the rope. That was a pretty good spot. Seen that before done by like Penta and stuff like that. Good spot though. Overall, decent match. Kind of getting sick of this Nia Jax, Candice LeRae, and the women's tag division in general. I think it's not the best. I think you could bring in like a Liv Morgan now and Raquel and kind of give them the belts, and they would make them more relevant than what they are right now. Even with the name Bianca Belair on it. It's just her name is so big. And you know what? Honestly, Liv's might be that big enough to where tag team titles kind of just look stupid on her. Maybe. Yeah, they didn't look stupid on Liv before, but now that Liv is Liv after this 2024 year, Maybe the tag titles look stupid on her. We don't know. We don't know, y'all. But they need to do something about the tag team division on both sides, men and women. It's terrible, y'all. It's terrible. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But Bianca and Naomi get the dub, of course. And we'll just see where it goes from here, y'all. And we don't know when's Jay coming back. Definitely probably Royal Rumble. But, I mean, who attacked her? Naomi. There's no way it's not Naomi, y'all. But we'll move on. We go to Big Jim. The year is 2025. It is the year of Big Jim. And he goes against one of my favorite up-and-coming dudes right now who kind of just comes in and has some banging matches every now and again. His name is Carmelo Hayes, you know. Jim does a little walk-up, you know, preview that he's before the match that he's proud of his brother, the Yeet Master, you know, but he's going to have himself a big year. Big year for Big Jim. 2025. I know my boy Steph is a fan of Big Jim Oos. But good match. Right, I wrote it down. I was like, is Bloodline OG even a thing? Or like, is Jay doing his own thing? Sammy's doing his own thing. Roman's doing his own thing. Jim's doing his own thing. I'm like, man, maybe they're like break up, but they'll just kind of come back together when need to. They're not just always going to be together 24/7 all the time. I feel like they're all going to kind of venture off on their own stories, but when needed, they'll come back together. And just when I say that, boom, Jacob Fatu standing on the ring apron, staring Big Jim down. Jim's going for the big Uso splash. Jacob said, nah. So Jacob and Tama interfere. They're putting the beat down on Big Jim. And then LA Knight's music hit. He coming to the rescue. Boom, boom. They topple him. Here comes Braun Strowman, y'all. Big Braun Strowman. He's coming down, one big SOB. Tama Tonga tries to jump over the rope. Braun catches him, throws him like a little wiffle ball, you know, just tosses him to the side. And then we get another stare down, y'all. Another motherfucking stare down with Jacob Fatu. But this time, it's actually leading to a match, y'all. We get the Braun Strowman, Jacob stare down in the ring. Tama ruined it for all of us. But man, I'm excited for this match to see Jacob go out on his own. The funny thing is when Jacob was cutting that promo on the mic, he's like, y'all thought I was crazy. Y'all thought I was insane, huh? Well, I'm just getting started. And that's the key word. He said, I'm just getting started. He didn't say we're getting started like Solo, him, Tom, but he said, I. Makes me think that he is taking control of this Bloodline 2.0, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be more sick and twisted than with Solo as the head. And we also had the preview that had Solo Sikoa coming out and talking and addressing the crowd today, but he comes out during this segment, gets booed, and walks off. It was insane. And that's when Jacob picked up the mic and started cutting that promo. I thought he was going to cut that promo and call out Solo Sikoa, but he did not. He did not call out Solo Sikoa. He just called out damn near the whole WWE and said, I'm coming for y'all. I'm coming. And we're going to get Saturday night main event, Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. We're going to see that. I believe it's his first singles match on TV. I think he's only been in tag matches, but I'm finally excited that we got a Jacob Fatu face-to-face and that we're actually getting a match, y'all. There's a lot of face-to-faces he's got to go back and, and go handle some business for, that Braun Breaker one. He could just hit the bronze, man. Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker. Let's hit him, guys. But I'm excited to see where Jacob Fatu goes from here. I'm excited to see what Solo does from here. Does he go back to the OG? Does he go out on his own? And what's going to happen, y'all? I will say, when Jacob and Tama were beating the shit out of Jimmy Uso, I was like, I swear to God, if the Wyatt Six comes out, I'm going to be pissed. Because they just announced that they got transferred over to SmackDown. I was like, I do not at all want to see Jacob or Tama involved with the Wyatt Six. It makes the most sense for the Wyatt Six to tag, family, all that destruction. But I was like, please do not let the lights go out right now. And they didn't. We just heard LA Knight and Braun Strowman. So I'm cool with that. I did not want to see the Wyatt Six get involved with the new Bloodline 2.0. That would be terrible. I don't even know where Wyatt Six goes from here. I think you might be able to, I don't know. Alexa Bliss might come back and make it relevant, but I was a huge fan when they started. And man, I'm barely hanging on. I'm hanging on by a finger, y'all. Wyatt Six, you got to do something. Triple H, do something. But we get another tag team match that we don't want to see. We get Motor City Machine Guns versus Los Garza again. This is the second week Los Garza's been on there. Legado del Fantasma And where the fuck are the Street Profits, y'all? We got B-Fab in a match versus Piper Niven. We got Pretty Deadly getting involved. We got Los Garzas. We got Motor City Machine Guns. We got DIY. We got 4 tag teams on SmackDown right now in like a storyline that needs the Street Profits. I don't understand it, y'all. The Street Profits, they're getting hoed, man. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me why the Street Profits wouldn't be involved in this more. Wouldn't do anything more. Like, I just don't understand it. No one likes Pretty Deadly. No one likes Los Garzas. Motor City Machine Guns. I don't see anyone wearing any shirts or anything. They're not like loving them right now. Like DIY, trash. They're jumping Apollo Crews in the back. Who get like it makes no sense, y'all. It makes no this. What could WWE do to make this tag team division better, y'all? I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know. Who knows? But like I said, we get another part of the Street Profits, their valet / wrestler, B-Fab. She goes against Piper Niven. Not the longest match, not the shortest match, but we all knew what was going to happen. B-Fab gets destroyed by Piper Niven. Again, we get Meechin coming out to the rescue. I guess we're going Meechin, Chelsea Green, part 3, I guess. Maybe they'll do that Saturday night main event, maybe at Royal Rumble. Who knows, but I'm thrilled. I am thrilled, y'all. It is a 3-peat of this match, or it could be the 4th match if you get the dumpster match. They've just been feuding this whole time. You got a belt, man. Let's move along. Plenty of women that could be challenging for this U.S. title, except for Meechin for the 3rd fucking time. That's all I'm saying. Then we get the match that was set up before. We get Rey Mysterio and KO. Great match. Good spots. Rey hits that 619. For a second, I was like, ooh, they might let Rey get that dub in his hometown. But, Cody ends up, using a little ref debauchery, knocks him off the top rope, hits him with that pop-up power bomb, 1, 2, 3. He goes to whoop some ass even more. And then we get Cody Rhodes to the rescue, y'all. Melee, all this good stuff. We got Nick Aldis in the back trying to get Cody Rhodes to sign a contract with a little stipulation added, and neither KO or Cody Rhodes want to sign this bad boy. So Nick Aldis says, guess what, y'all? We doing a contract signing. Saturday night main event, San Antonio. And we're bringing San Antonio's son out, Shawn Michaels. He's going to be the moderator for that. It's going to be good. I'm just excited to hear the entrance for Shawn Michaels. Hopefully they give my boy an entrance. It's going to be good. We're going to see what happens when they sign these contracts. Nick Aldis said he's taking both belts that night, so we're going to have like a week. No Cody, no KO. We're going to have the belt. So it's going to be pretty good, y'all. I'm excited for this match on Royal Rumble. It's going to be a banger, y'all. KO and Cody, man. Ladder match. Insane, man. It's been a long time since we've seen a 1v1 ladder match, I feel like a long time. So I'm excited to see it. We get to the main event. We get Bayley versus Tiffy time. Tiffy with the huge pop. Crowd's all the way behind her, y'all. It's going to be a good run. I think she ends up beating Charlotte at WrestleMania if that's who they end up facing, and I definitely think that's where they're going. Charlotte versus Tiffy time for sure. But they get a pretty long match. I want to say it was like 3 segments. Pretty good stuff. We had Roxanne Perez on, sitting in the audience again. WWE's liking this people sitting in the audience thing. So Roxanne Perez is sitting in the audience. I thought she was definitely going to get involved and kind of make her splash on the main roster. But I guess, we're going to have to wait till Royal Rumble to see that, because she's probably definitely going to be one of the NXT women in it for sure, just like last year when it was Tiffy time. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the crowd reaction is. It seems like they're setting up a little feud with Bayley, so they'll probably play that out within the Rumble, I think. So I'm just excited, y'all. But Bayley versus Tiffy. Bayley, good match. Tiffy, good match. Great spots. Let me tell y'all, that Alabama slam that Tiffany Stratton does, I ain't taking that motherfucker. That shit looks so painful, man. There's just the force and the whip from that fucking move, man. That shit looks painful. And I haven't seen her do it in a long match. Maybe a lot of wrestlers are like, you ain't doing that shit to me, man. You are not doing that Alabama slam to me. But Bayley's like, fuck it. Give it to me. That move is crazy, y'all. It almost should be her finish, but I mean, the prettiest moonsault, top tier. I like how the Alabama slam set up the prettiest moonsault ever, but man, that move looks like it hurts like a motherfucker, y'all. But anyway, y'all, that's it. That's a SmackDown review. It's nothing too crazy happened this episode. Kind of like I wouldn't call it a filler episode, but they just needed to get this episode in. Then we got 2 more SmackDowns before Royal Rumble, y'all. And we got one more Raw. Two more Raws. Dallas and then, ATL. And we got that Saturday. So we're going to go Saturday night main event, Raw in Atlanta, SmackDown in Indy, Royal Rumble. It's going to be a good week, y'all. Next good couple of weeks. We also got AEW coming to Atlanta. We'll be there, 404 Hills, baby. I'll be at the NXT show Tuesday after Raw, y'all. Come through. We'll be in the 404 gears. Come through. We'll ask you some questions, y'all. Peace, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe.